Number 14 is asking for the range for this quadratic function. Remember, anytime you see the words domain and range, domain is talking about the values that work for x, and range is asking for the values that work for y. And so you can see that all of these have a y except for this one. Now if it asks for the domain of a quadratic, that would be all real numbers, but not for the y value. So with a quadratic, we know we're going to get a parabola that's either going to be opened up or opened down. And remember, y, the range, is how far up and down it goes. So this one doesn't go forever up and forever down, it just goes forever up. It has a definite stopping point going down, and that's called the vertex. So this is as low as my y gets. All the other y's on this parabola are higher than that y. And so if our vertex is a minimum, we're going to say y is greater than or equal to the y of that vertex, which remember is my k value. If my parabola opens upside down, then this is as high as my y gets. All my other y's are lower. And so that's when we would say y is less than or equal to whatever the y of my vertex is, and we call that k. And so I can tell which one it's going to be by the a value. Since it's negative, I know my parabola is going to open down. So I know I'm going to have y is less than or equal to my k value. That doesn't really help me eliminate anything because all of these say y is less than or equal to something. So I'm going to have to find my vertex. So again, I can do that on my calculator by going to my y equals, clearing out the problem from number 13, and typing in my new quadratic. Now remember, since there's not anything in front of this sign, that's a negative sign, not subtraction. So that's negative x squared minus 2x plus 3. I don't need to enter y equals 0 because I'm not finding solutions, I'm trying to find my vertex. So I'm going to go to the calc menu by hitting second trace. Oh, first of all, it'd be helpful to look at the graph just to make sure you're right about it opening down, which we are. So we know the vertex is a maximum. So now when we go to second trace, we know we want to go to number 4 for maximum. Again, answer your question. Left bound means move your cursor to the left side of the vertex. Right bound means move it to the right side of your vertex. And then guess, you can just press enter for. So it says my maximum point, this is negative 0.9999. Remember that 0.9999 makes that go up 1. So that'd be negative 1. And this is 4. So my vertex is negative 1, 4, but for the range I only care about the y, not the x. So remember, this is as high as my y gets. 4 is as high as y gets. All my other y's are less than that. And so I want y is less than or equal to 4, which this one is incorrect on this key. Is yours wrong? For some reason, this study guide is a little bit different than yours. So let me look at the ones that you have on this key, the printed out key, which is correct. B would be the correct answer. So none of these are correct the way that they are. This should be a positive 4. So not sure what happened there, but it should be y is less than or equal to positive 4.